Welcome to Debits of YouTube videos. This is Ranjit Rajaram from Red Hat. This video is to help you quickly fire up a Debian cloud image for your workshop needs. And this video is for systems with KVM as the hypervisor. Let's briefly look at the steps. Step 1 is to download the QCOW2 image from the Debian portal. Step 2 is to create a Cloud Init ISO image. This step is needed to set the password for the default Debian user. Third step is to create the virtual machine either using the word manager, or you can also use the command line. And this is a very important point, that is, before the first boot of your virtual machine, you have to make sure the Cloud Init ISO image is also attached. In case if it is not attached, you would have to download the QCOW2 image again from the Debian portal. Once you have everything up, please install the required packages for your workshop. Also to mention, all the detailed steps can be found in the below GitHub URL. I will be providing this particular URL in the YouTube video description section. You can cut, copy, paste the command from the GitHub page as required. Now let's look the steps briefly for creating the Cloud Init ISO image. So we create a folder known as VM-debutserv, for example. Under this folder, we are going to create two files, user data and metadata. So in the file user data is where we are going to set the password for the default Debian user. So here you could see the first line is where I set the password for the Debian user. You can change the password as needed. Now in this metadata file, I have set the host name for the Debian user, the host name for the Debian virtual machine as debutserv node 0. Now the command that you need to execute for creating the Cloud Init ISO image is gen ISO image. Once you have the Cloud Init image ready, you can either use word manager or you can use the command as shown here from the command line to kickstart a virtual machine. Now before we start a Debian virtual machine, let's take a quick look at the GitHub URL page. Now this is the GitHub URL page. You would also find link from where you can download the QCOW2 image, and most of the commands are mentioned here, so you can either use them. So now let's see what steps that we should follow for creating a virtual machine using the Debian cloud image. So now right here I have a folder where I already have the Debian Cloud 2 image. So it is based out of 9.5.6. I also have the metadata and user data file. So let me create the Cloud Init ISO image. So right now I have everything that is needed to start a virtual machine. So I create a new virtual machine and then you can see I'm setting the last option where I'm going to import an existing disk image. So I have to provide the exact path. So I will provide the path where this particular QCOW2 image resides. Now you can see here that I'm providing 1 GB of RAM and also 1 CPU for my virtual machine. So now this is the most important step. Please, you have to wait here, don't hit finish. You have to hit the customize option. Now you hit finish, you get one more menu where you can attach the Cloud Init ISO image, right? So I'm also making sure that the device type is CD-ROM. Hit finish. Now the virtual machine is booting. You can see the menu. Awesome. So we have the login screen where you can see the host name which was set in the metadata file. So I log in using the default user as Debian, password I am in. So now this user also has sudo access. So in case if I need, I can use sudo. Thank you.